Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing great. I thought that I should share my experiences, how I got a good placement in my college. I have prepared 6 tips for all of you, and if you follow it religiously, then surely you will get a good job. So right now, as you can see that a recession is going on, and you all hear this news that this much of software engineers are laid off. But remember one thing, if you have a skill set and if you have a good skills, then there's no there's no recession for you. Then you will have a job every time because companies always wanted to hire skilled software engineers. So make sure that work hard upon you. So that's said, let's start with our first tip. So many of times you have heard that percentage doesn't matter, but that's not 100% true. Percentage do matters because there's a minimum criteria in many companies that you have to get at least this much of percentage to be eligible for our interviews, for our coding round, for our written round. And there are companies who have higher percentage criteria, and some are who have very low, and some don't have percentage criteria. So the first tip is focus on academics. Focus on your academics, maintain a good academic record, perform well in your all semesters, aim for higher grades, especially in core computer science subjects. That said, let's move on to the next tip. So this is one of the most important tip, that make sure to enhance technical skills. You have so much of time during your college days. You have 4 years in your BTech, and if you are doing BCA, you have 3 years. So you have a lot of time. You also know that you don't have to study all the time. Only in the exam time we tend to study, and for the rest of the time either we waste it or we do something else. So make sure to enhance your technical skills. Stay updated with the programming languages, frameworks, and tools. So first thing first, you have to equip yourself with one good programming language. You have to be like pro at it. Let's say you pick up C++ or Java or Python. So you have to learn all the things about it, like the basics from the fundamentals to the advanced concept. Like if you talk about C++, you have to learn about variables, data types, for loops, structures, classes, and oops concept especially. And if you go for higher things, you will uh, see like HTL templates, etc. So first thing first, you have to learn a programming language, have a good command over it. And second is frameworks and tools. Say you have learned a programming language, but now you also have to make something out of it. You have to make projects. You have to build some real life application from it. So for that, you have to learn some technology stuff. Let's say you pick up a domain, let's say web development. So for that, you have to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript. And if we talk about frameworks of JavaScript, is React and Node. So pick up a technology, make some projects, real life projects out of it. That will enhance your portfolio basically. And also you can take online courses, you can get certifications, uh, and for the coding purposes, you can participate in coding competitions, all those things. So the next tip is, which I would like to share is, engage in extracurricular activities. See, uh, many people think that only technical things are enough to get a good job at company, but that's not true. You have to be confident, you have to be good at communication, you have to be uh, good at dealing things. So for that, you have to participate in curricular activities in your college. Uh, Join clubs in your college. Join any organization where you can improve yourself. Take leadership roles. Volunteer something. Organize some events in your college or be a part of it. That will improve your communication skills and also your moral skills, and that will help you in the interview especially, because in the interview you have to be confident. You don't need to get nervous at that time. So that's it. So for the next tip, prepare a polished resume and cover letter. So yeah, now you have learned all the technical things, and you have learned everything in your CSC subjects, but now you have to showcase it to the company. So for that you have to prepare a resume. Make sure to prepare a well written resume that looks nice. Take a good template, take help from your seniors, and highlight all the relevant coursework you did, all the technical skills and languages and projects you completed in it, and make sure to attach a link with each of the projects. Make it clickable so that if interviewer wants to see your projects, he can click on it, and that will redirect to your project directory. Okay. And also if you had completed any internships, you can write in the resume as well. And one important thing is tailor your application materials to each company's requirement. If you go to the website of each company's, if and go to their career page, you can see that whatever the skills, whatever the job posting they have done, there are some skill set below it. Check it and make your resume, tailor your resume according to the skill set. Pick up some few words from that skill set, or the information they have given for that job, and write it in your resume, because companies don't pick up your resume one by one. They have some filters in their websites, and they have some algorithms. That algorithms pick each of the words in your resume and shortlist all the resumes. So that's how the resumes are get shortlisted. So make sure to follow this. One important tip is to practice for interviews. It is a very important, because you can't directly go to the interviews and start speaking, because when you speak with your friends, you don't hesitate, you don't get nervous, but when you are in front of you the interviewer, you will face several problems. You will become nervous, you will feel like I don't know anything, your voice may get shaken. So for that you have to first practice for interviews. You have to be confident, and so for that revisit all the computer science concept you have completed, you have learned, and practice some coding problems before going to the interview. And also research some commonly asked interview questions as per the company. You can google it and you will find it. And you can also take help from your friends, they can become interviewer, and both of you can prepare for it. Or else you can start your webcam, your laptop's webcam, and you ask questions from one side, and the other side you can be your you can answer it. So that's how you can do it. So the next step which I would like to give is networking. So this is very important, especially if your college didn't had good placement, didn't have good placements, and there are not lot of companies visiting your college. So for that, networking would be very essential for you. So network. Do as much of network. Create an online portfolio. Utilize LinkedIn. Create your GitHub, and create several. Use several websites where you can build your portfolio like Naukri.com, LinkedIn, etc. And attend career fairs, industry events, and tech conferences. So these are all the several tips which I have shared with you, and I hope you have liked it. But now I would like to say is that do not forget what I told you. Recap all the key points and work on it. And I wish you all the luck and success in landing a dream job. Thank you, everyone.